Hey, we're ready right now. A little false start there. I don't know what happened. It just cut out, and I hit the button to go again. Well, here we are. So there's like I guess a minute long stream before this. Anyways, camera's working today. Love that. Day 2. Just picking up in the same spot as I was before. I'm gonna keep drawing goblins. This is how I feel. I have some maps to design. Hopefully my cameras don't cut out like they did last time. I want to work on getting a different lens for my camera so I can do more zoomed in stuff, because I do like to draw small images oftentimes, or like tiny details. And I do think that this can be like kind of a hindrance on if anybody wants to watch. They're gonna have to contend with this issue of like that, you know, some of this stuff is gonna be like just not easy to see. I'm gonna bring it to you. I can bring it to you. Is my music coming through? Oh yeah, that's working. Just barely there. look it up every now and then. I don't want my camera to be cutting out again. Just got off work like maybe an hour ago. Guess I gotta come up with like a fact about me. Some kind of fun fact. That's what I want to do. Reveal like one or two things. Like details of the person you're watching. I don't know. I like games design. I spent a lot of yesterday after my stream just like writing up stuff and come up with scenarios and stuff like that for puzzle solving and story integration and stuff like that. I like telling stories. So. Not a big fact. I'm not in a fact mood today. I'm gonna finish up this guy here, kind of like at the end of the last. The last stream, I kind of sketched in these arrows, and then I decided I was sleepy because it was like 11 o'clock, and I've been streaming for like an hour 45 minutes. Just kind of like. If you want to watch that last one, just skip through the first 45 minutes of it because it's all technical errors. But like, that's how we start sometimes. I'm gonna finish up this guy from yesterday. It won't take but a moment. It's like these like foghorn leghorn fingers. Just easy. Kind of like pointy. I'll keep going on this guy. I don't know why. Sometimes I just like something. I don't know why. Isn't that just how art goes in? You kind of sketch until you kind of like something, and then you just keep sketching it until it's maybe finished, or you can scan it in and finish it off. I want to finish up this and just move on to something else. feel like today I'm gonna be doing some really rough maps, which are probably gonna be less exciting than sketching goblins, but it's something I gotta do for later anyways. Gonna do it in this space here. Actually, I have some notes on actually what should be included in these maps, so I'm going to take a quick peek at those notes. We have so many great ways to take notes these days. I actually have notes on 2 different apps because I'm real organized now. Alright, so yeah, I use the Note app in like the Mac Notes app to like take down ideas as they come to me, and then I have like a more organized way of taking notes. It's like in Scrivener. If you haven't used Scrivener to like do planning or anything for like storytelling, it's a great tool. So really quick, I just need to scroll up these notes. Okay, that makes sense for this area. Can't even really see this. You know what? I'll be somewhat presentery by just like using a darker color for these. Got a big marker here. I've been thinking about like I do everything by hand here. And then I usually, what I'm going to do with this is I'm just going to take a photo of it with my camera. And then put that into Photoshop and convert it into a PNG. Use the PNG to basically create a very low file size image that I can import into the tabletop simulator that I use. And then from there I'll let that thing use its magic to kind of get things going for me. Usually also what I do is I'll like bring it in like flat. Bring it in flat, and then I'll tilt that image and create an isometric of it. The only thing with this is it's going to have some verticality. Great, so that's the edge of it. Not a lot going on. What else have in mind? Yeah, pretty simple. I might expand out this area. Do like that. Just give it some more play. Okay. And then of course I'm just gonna create the background noise. I'm feeling a little bit more chatty today than I was yesterday when I started this. Not super chatty. I just don't want to feel obligated to have to talk the whole time. And honestly, I don't have much to say. It's like, kind of just want to get in the zone and not worry about ever having to perform, which is how I felt in like prior streams that I was doing. I really don't like that. Like, you know, I'm doing this like for fun, so it kind of is like a personal exercise. And if I start like adding in extra things like, you know, the need to perform on there, it's kind of like a pain in the butt. I appreciate people being here, and like if people have questions, like I'm keeping an eye on my chat stuff. So if that's ever a thing, you know, I'm saying hi to people. You know, people, you give me a follow, I'll shout you out, let you know, hey, that's great. But for the most part, I'm just gonna be drawing. But today I just feel chattier. I don't know. Got no one watching, I don't think. Can't tell. Trying not to keep an eye on the numbers of like hidden whether or not people are viewing or not. So. Okay, cool. So we have this area here, and then I'm gonna just create a scale grid so that whenever I bring this in, I have a means to decide. So let's just say I want this to be. Your scale grid doesn't have to actually be like the whole thing. I don't know if anybody's like watching this as a how-to, but I'll determine the diameter of this. I'm gonna say it's close quarters, so it's gonna be 20 feet. So each of these, so I need to divide up into fourths. Across the center. There's a squirrel outside. I put a bunch of peanuts outside my window. And I feel bad for this little squirrel who comes by because there's always another squirrel who just gets here before him. Alright, here's my scale grid. I'll go ahead and turn this over later. Just put some symbols in here to remind me of some stuff. So if we have explorers loaded. I'll just go to a fresh page. I'll draw some architecture. I'll just come up with it off the top of my head. Sometimes if you see me kind of like not doing anything, it's because I'm bringing up like reference for myself for ideas. But now I'm just kind of gonna freeball and figure it out. Oh, we got a phone call. Nope. There's a red cross. Hey, that can be my fact about me today. I donate blood. I used to donate a lot of blood. Then I was like, this is a big... I don't have like a bunch of free time to do that. And it does take like a whole, like 2 hours, 3 hours out of your day to donate blood. I know it's the right thing to do, but like... I mean, is it selfish of me to be like, I don't want to spend that much time donating blood, especially whenever like you can sell blood. You know, if you're in a position where you should probably be selling it instead of giving it away for free, I think you should sell it. And that's not being selfish. That's just like making your way. You can make an extra $1,000 a month selling blood. I don't think there's any shame in doing that. Obviously, it's going to be like better to just donate it, but I mean, aren't you donating to people who charge other people to use it? Like if you donate blood, it's not like the person who receives it gets it for free. Like they get charged for it, and this kind of seems dirty to me. It's kind of like, you know, if you are an organ donor and like you like pass away and they take your organs, do they sell them? I hope not. You know, I'd hope it'd be like, hey, you got these organs gratis of somebody who like wanted to save a life with them. I have to look that up now because I'm an organ donor. So like, I mean, call me selfish, but like, if someone's gonna like, I mean, it's an available thing, but like, if someone's gonna be like, yeah, and then also I'm gonna charge you like $50,000 for that lung. Like, I'm sorry, but I don't want to be part of that system. I don't know. I'll look up to it. I'm happy to be part of the system in the sense that like I could save a life. I'm not gonna change my donor status, but like those are the things I think about, I guess. I wonder if hospitals like offer to buy organs off people who pass if they're not organ donors. Just be like, go to the family and be like, so we'd like to buy. Gosh, that's an awfully poor taste, isn't it? But so is like selling the organs. Sorry, this got dark. I'm just gonna be quiet. I got uncomfortable. I just got to thinking about electric erasers. I just realized this is like a symmetrical design, so I really, like if I wanted to actually draw a finalized version of this, I could just draw it one half and then flip it if I want to do a final. That'd be cool. That could be cool. Just do the other half on paper to help me kind of balance it in my mind and kind of get an idea of how that actually would look. Like I said when I started the stream, I'm not going to be streaming for very long today just because hold on. Just because I have some other things to do later on in the day, so I appreciate anybody who came in here and like watched, and I'm going to be streaming again tomorrow, so if you like this, go ahead and do a follow and you get alerts and all that other stuff. And on Twitter, I'm also gonna, I think it auto sends a tweet or something, so that's cool. But yeah, I'm gonna be finishing up here real soon because I need to plan encounters. And I don't think that's interesting to anybody. Or probably is, but I don't know how to make it interesting in this stream. So it's going to be me going into like, you know, a bunch of TTRPG books and like finding the things I want to put into an encounter and just making sure it's all lined up and I'm prepared. Other quick recap of the sketchbook though before I end. Kind of like my progress so far. So this was like yesterday's. Bunch of garbage that was there already. Not every page is good. Doesn't have to be. Just as long as I do it every day. This I will have. Kind of lost here. This would be like people kind of bowing in reverie. This kind of cathedral design, this sanctuary that I thought of last night. some other ideas really quick. I'm just gonna look at my notes again for more stuff that I want to figure out. Oh. I'm just gonna pick this point over here on my mat. Like a person for scale. Man, that is like invisible. I'll do the thing I was doing yesterday where I was using the red crayon to kind of show what I was doing. I don't know. These days, that's big. Well, I am getting kind of anxious thinking about the other stuff I need to do today, so I am going to cut it off here. If you like it, go ahead and follow right now. I'll get a little notification on screen too, so I can check you out. If not, I'll shout you out next time. It's whatever. This was a light one. You know, other days I do more. Today, I don't know. I have other drawings I'm gonna do off stream, but that's because these are all like really incomplete. So I don't know. Stick around. Days like the first day, which was like this, and I have a lot more time. But today I just don't have a lot of time to sketch, unfortunately. I might pop on later tonight. I thought that might be neat, but like I'm only really committing to streaming once per day, so I mean, if you're here and you're able to watch it, thanks, kudos, I really appreciate it. And if you're not, I mean, I'll probably finish up other concepts and ideas I have, like let's move on to this. This is probably going to look like this in the end. I'm just kind of drawing a single side of it. Presumably, if I do this every single day, I'll just keep getting better, right? Be pretty sad if I didn't. That's the only thing I expect out of this. I'll just become a better artist. I feel like there should be like side areas to this. Yeah, like that. Kind of point out. Almost like pointed. I like drawing out these ideas and concepts because they help me to, like, whenever I tell the story, I kind of understand a bit better what I'm doing. Like the different parts of it, I can better imagine, because I do a lot of improv, but most of the improv is like based off of like something solid. And my something solid is usually like a map I've made ahead of time, or drawings, or some notes that I can always review back on. But I try not to like create too much that's set in stone, so I can always remain flexible. Just so there's like a half-planned part of it. And kind of juke in a different direction if things get feel stuck. Drawing a building from an angle is like way more fun than drawing it head on. I've just now decided. Although this helped me get to here, so you know, process. I love the greenhouse idea in the back. I always like putting the greenhouse in the back of something. So you can just see kind of like the barely caged portions back there. I've drawn everything so small. This is why I need to come up with a way to like take this camera and have it come down and be like way tighter on what I'm doing. I think I'm gonna work on that before the next stream, so I can have like that zoomed in approach, but it can only come so close. So like, just trying to imagine it. I don't know. I can also widen out the lens, which would be interesting, like wide angle drawing at close range. Anyways, it's my little sanctum. I'm gonna call it here. I got other things to do. Like I said, I'm getting kind of anxious about the other things I need to do to be ready for what I'm doing like in an hour. So just this is a short one. Hope you've enjoyed the little bit. I certainly enjoyed drawing, and keep coming around. I'm gonna just keep getting this every single day. Like I said, watch, don't watch, laugh at it, retweet it, share it, whatever you want to do. Just do what you want to do. Chat with me if you want. It's fine. It's not gonna distract me all that much. And I mean, that's it for today. I'll be back on tomorrow. Probably not the same time. We'll come up with a schedule eventually. Eventually I'll fall into a pattern. Of course, I've already come up with like ways that like if I'm not at home, I'm gonna use my phone to stream, and I don't know if I'll be able to do that like on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. But I might be able to do it on like Instagram. So follow me on Instagram. If I can't do it on Instagram, I'll probably do it on I can probably do it on just Twitch. So, like I said, won't always be able to do it on multiple platforms, but today, since I'm at home, I can do that. And I'll always, tweet about it or share it on some forum that I did it, just to kind of keep a log if anybody wants to keep track. But yeah, that's it for today. Thanks for coming around, and